Traitors Online.
It's the ultimate game of trust and deception.
Over the next few weeks, 20 players from all across the UK are going to battle it out to become the ultimate winners of this competition.
To hopefully win this incredible game.
At night, the traitors will murder the faithfuls. It's the faithfuls' job to find out who the traitors are. Get them before they get you.
Oh shit.
I'm so sorry. One of you knows I am faithful.
No.
But I just wasn't expecting that response with being called a traitor, so...
Mentioned it before because I didn't know whether I would have been murdered by now.
I will not betray you.
I will not betray you.
At the end of the game, if any traitors are left, they win it all.
Welcome to the Traitors. Well, good evening, Final 6. So lovely to see you all, and you may or may not be aware that there are a good 12 or 13 faces staring back at you. The ghosts of contestants past are watching your every move this evening. I mean, if you want to say a quick hello to them.
Hi!
Hello!
Now, it's now time for the final round table. You have battled so hard to get here. Before we begin this evening, I would like you to each look each other in the eyes and say, I am a faithful. Mike, we'll start with you.
I am a faithful.
Sarah?
I am 100% faithful.
Catherine?
I am a faithful.
Sharon?
I am a faithful.
David?
I am the faithful.
And Lisa?
I am a faithful.
The thing is, not all of you are telling the truth. So what you've got to ask yourselves is, who is not who they say they are? Who is not being completely honest? Who are you going to take through with you to the fire of truth? Listen to each other, fight for your place. The floor is yours.
Oh, this has just been the hardest, hasn't it? It's been
Absolutely, without a doubt.
so many. And I know, Sharon, you know, I just can't get out of my head why you said you trusted Dougie over Calpic. And I know you gave your reasons, and I 100% appreciate your reasons. I just don't understand them. That's the only thing I can keep coming back to.
If I had been a traitor, so on the night before the Ducky situation, I've forgotten what I was going to say now. On the night before the Dougie situation, sorry, after the Dougie situation, everybody had posted on the group chat that they didn't trust me, apart from Mike and Morag at that time. I mean, that's changed since, but at that time that was the situation. And it was the next occasion that Calpic was murdered. Now, why would I, if I was a traitor, why would I have not murdered Mike instead of Calpic, if that were the case? If he was the only one that trusted me. Because all of the others were going to vote for me anyway, weren't they? So, I mean, I have nothing more to say other than what I've obviously already said, and that's it.
I don't know, I think that's maybe a reason why you have not murdered him off, because if he's thinking, well, he trusts you, or he trusts you, then you're thinking, well, I'll just keep him close because then he'll knock voters off. There is an element of that as well, or to be fair, do you know what I mean? That's the only reason with that. I don't know, you seem a little bit nervous, Sharon. I don't know if it's just because we're in the final and things, but I don't know, you just seem a little bit nervous there when Lisa's questioning you with things, that's all. Obviously,
I have to say, tonight I felt more nervous than I have ever felt, but not for any other reason than I think it's the final. I mean, I've got nothing more to be nervous about than I have ever, so.
Right, that's fair enough, but yeah, it's hard, isn't it, when there's only a few who are left and we really need to get the traitor out, that's all it is. I don't know.
Well, I can definitely tell you the traitor is not me.
You've been very quiet as well in the chat, more today than you previously have been, so...
Yeah, no, so I've been really, really busy today. I've been trying to get tax returns out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just haven't got any... I don't know, I've just not really got anything major to go on.
I think that's why, you know, you do end up looking for small things because there isn't. As I keep saying, we've not met personally. It would be easier if we met personally because then you'd understand people's personalities and things. So you've only got tiny things to go off, and you have to vote for somebody, don't you?
And everything I think, I then think of the opposite, if that makes sense. Like Sharon, you were saying, well, why, if you were a traitor, you would have voted for Mike. And I think, yeah, there's that way of looking at it, or there's the way of looking at it that Calpic was mentioning me. So by whoever the traitor is, by getting rid of Calpic, it was putting the spotlight on me and off them. Does that make sense? You know, so for every argument people are making, I can see the opposite argument.
But that's the thing, there's two sides to every story, so I do, you know, it's one of these things. It's so we're all having to clutch at straws and find evidence that isn't even really there. You know, picking things up from the and putting it against people because there's no clear evidence to go by anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's like we're having to scrape the barrel to find stuff, and
it's the other thing of we're getting to know each other more as people now, and you've got to separate. We're all nice people, and we've been parachuted into this role, and you've got to separate those two things as well.
Yeah.
In the bottom line is we're just kind of clutching at straws a little bit with how things have been said or how things have panned out and how people have reacted and stuff, and it is hard because I feel like the past couple of days I've been like Sharon this, Sharon that, and it's not very nice, but you know what, we're in this game and we've got to think of who we think is the most suspicious and what you would not do, and, you know what I mean?
It's horrible, Sharon. I know how I felt when I was accused several times, and it's horrible. But I just haven't.
I've had worse things happen in my life.
True. And it's a game.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else to share this evening? No? Okay. So we'll be heading to the vote. If you could each write down individually who you are voting for this evening, I will come round one at a time, select your result and the reason why. Sharon, this evening we will be beginning with you.
I'm going to vote for Sarah, as I've said many times before. I just think she's too relaxed.
Okay. Sharon is voting for Sarah. David, we'll come to you next. Who are you voting for this evening and why?
Sorry, Kyla just keeps saying I can't unmute myself. I've done it now, but sorry. I think everyone would have guessed I'm voting for Sharon. Something just doesn't sit right with us, and I'm really sorry if you are a faithful Sharon, but you know, it's nothing personal.
Okay. Lisa, you are next this evening. Who are you voting for and why?
Also, Sharon, I just can't get out of my head that you trusted Dougie over Calpic that day, and if you are faithful, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Catherine, who are you voting for this evening and why?
I don't think it was yesterday, was it Friday night that Morag was voted out? And to be honest, leading up to that, I wrote Morag on one side of the piece of paper and Sharon on the other side of the piece of paper. And I was literally waiting to hear what people were saying. So to honour that, I've got to turn the paper around and say Sharon this time.
Okay. Sarah, it's now down to you. If you also vote for Sharon, she will be banished.
Yeah, I voted for Sharon. As you say, you're sort of clutching at straws, but the Colpick thing just didn't make sense to me, so Sharon.
And Mike, although it makes no difference, who were you voting for this evening and why?
I chose Sharon too. At this point, we're all just, there's just things don't add up, and I'm so sorry we are faithful, but it just doesn't make sense.
Okay. So, Sharon, you have received the most votes in the game. Before you leave, if you could fulfill your fellow.
Okay, well, as I've been saying it to you all week, you're going to be very, very disappointed because I am faithful.
Thank you so much for playing, Sharon. You have been incredible, but unfortunately your time on the game is over. I will now mute and stop your video. Faithful, you really need to get better at this. There are 5 people left.
It's crazy.
I'll give you a few minutes to debrief before we move on to the next round of the final.
This game is god awful.
You know what? I just.
Makes sense for that.
You know what? I was convinced it was Morag and Sharon.
I was more.
Do you know what? I'm not going to feel too guilty because it was some of their behaviours, and that's all you can go by, isn't it? So.
By saving Dougie over Calpic did not make sense to me.
I didn't. I don't know why she did that.
So that's, if she'd not done that, I wouldn't have anything else to go by.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is.
Like we're feeding off each other, which kind of raised suspicions.
Yeah.
What, sorry, Mike?
It was kind of like Morag and her were feeding off each other, so it's kind of raising suspicions to people.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I don't know, it is hard because we've never met these people before, you know, we've never met each other, you don't know how people are as persons, individuals, and obviously if you've got that face-to-face communication, it's a bit different, isn't it? So, I don't know, I felt like I was, I don't know, I just felt a bit harsh there, really. I felt like we're all kind of ganging up one another, but...
Like, we need to really...
Hard to settle it, though.
Right.
A lot of suspicions, so need it done.
Players, there will be more time for discussions later. Right now, we're going to move into a second quiz. This one, though, is a little bit different. Firstly, I need you all to ensure that you have a way of PMing me a photo of your answers directly after the quiz. Do not let anybody else in the group see your answers.
I'm on phone, so I'm going to need to come off the meeting for a minute or two to send a picture over to you, Kyle.
That's absolutely fine.
You can do that.
Absolutely fine. Now, I did say the final was going to be full of twists and full of turns. This one, well, it should be a good twist for some of you. If there are any traitors remaining, it won't be good for them. Here I've got 11 questions. I'm going to ask you these questions. I want you to write down the answers. These questions are about the traitor or the traitors.
So, it is now time to play a game with the remaining players. I asked them all a series of questions relating to one of the traitors. Lisa scored 5, Sarah scored 7, Mike 6, Kath 8, and David 5.
Before we head to my fire of truth this evening, I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes to chat amongst yourselves before I set up. I'd save your accusations for the fire.
Okay,
How many did you get right?
Just gonna very quickly run to the toilet, use 2 seconds, run to the toilet.
I got 5 right. What was this based on? How many we guessed right about the traitor?
Yeah.
I got
So I would say whoever you picked, Lisa, is probably wrong, but
How many did you get?
7.
See, that's a good guess then. And how many, Catherine, did you say?
8.
See that?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say who?
Come on, Catherine. Who did you base yours on?
I didn't know. I one thing, and this is.
Don't
Oh,
reveal being chosen for the fire.
wait for David to come back. Is it?
It's off mute now. Does that mean he's back?
Well, hello.
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 Oh, right. The fire pit's ready and raring to go. So, let's explain how the finale of this game will work. You have reached the milestone, you have reached the final round. You have reached the fire of truth. Remember, if any traitors remain undetected at the end of the game, they win. Question is, can you find them? In a moment, I will ask you to each privately message me through the Zoom chat your decision. You must choose to either banish again or end the game.
Right, how do I get the group
If
chat?
you all choose to end the game, that's it. The game will end right here, right now. If just one of you chooses to banish again, we will all be voting somebody else off. The game will not end until you unanimously decide to end it. Darwinians will tell you that it's not the strongest or the most intelligent of species that survive, but the one most adaptable. Look around you. Who has evolved throughout the game to become an undetectable traitor? People are lying, or they could be, or they should be. You are all potential collateral damage in the game of the traitors. Speak up, wise up, trust no one. The floor is yours for some discussion.
So are we allowed to say now then who we suspected?
Absolutely.
Well, we have to banish somebody else because Sharon wasn't a traitor.
Catherine, who did you, because Catherine, we were allowed to say that, who did you?
Catherine got the
The big question for me was, we were asked, is it 5 letters or more in their name?
Right.
So by answering that, we're divided into 2 camps. So 2 of you have got 4. Because I know I'm faithful, I'm saying it's 2 and 2 because I'm out of it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So if it's between you 4, because I know what I am, and so 2 of you have got 4-letter names, and 2 of you have got 5-letter names.
Right, yeah.
So by that question, it divides you 2 into 2 groups.
Okay.
So there's David and Sarah, who are 5, and Lisa and Mike, who are 4.
Oh, see, I'm thinking Michael as opposed to Mike. So that's where he's put a bit of a. I was thinking, well, Mike's got 4, Lisa's got 4, me and Sarah have got 5, you've got 4. So I don't know if Kyle can clarify, was it based on Mike or Michael, or you're not allowed to say?
So who did you? Sorry, Catherine.
Kyle, can you answer? Because I'm in the same thing. To take it away from Mike, because I've sort of got the floor, because it was my idea a bit, and not to try and look at anyone. Am I Kath or am I Catherine?
Yeah, that's what I've just thought as well.
Kath, I
True.
choose Kath.
The thing is, Catherine, I think these questions were, I think he'd sorted them out ages ago. I don't think this is just because it didn't make sense. Are you above 20 or below? Well, we're all above 20, so it makes me think that these are questions that were possibly done a long time ago. Who did you base your things on, Catherine?
This is the problem. I started off as I said to Lisa, I told you on Friday I flip-flopped between Morag and Sharon to the point that on Friday I wrote the two names down, not knowing which way I was going to go. And I said, if Sharon leaves and she's not a traitor, then I'm really I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing.
But you got a lot of questions right, and you said you got to your conclusion by the sort of questions that were asked. So
yeah, as
who
I
do you
was
think
going
then?
down them, I wasn't, when we started them, I didn't have a person in mind.
But you have now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to quickly, interrupt. The names that I used for the purposes of that quiz were Lisa, Sarah, David, Kath, Mike.
Right.
So it's as I said.
Yeah. So what conclusion did you come to at the end then, Kath?
So it's as I said, you're in two groups. So there's David and Sarah on one side, and there's Lisa and Mike on the other side, because you're 4 and you're 5. And the question was five letters or more, and I said less, which would put it to Mike and Lisa. And it was because of that 5 letters or more, I thought, well, it does put you into 2 different camps, doesn't it?
I don't think the question was, 5 letters or more. I think it was it up to 5 letters or more? Was that not what the question was?
So, do you think it's me or Mike as the traitor? Is that what you're saying?
You're saying it's one of us two.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Like it is, but
no, just I think we've got to be totally honest, haven't we? I mean, I'd like,
Yeah, Kath, you need to be honest. You know what I mean? Where's your head at? Because it's
Mike.
You think it's Mike?
I didn't come into this because of all the work that you did on Facebook and everything like that. I had you in pen, emblazoned with a highlighter around you as a faithful, and then going into these questions now, my mind, if you can see the colour of my face, it's just gone because my mind's blown.
Everybody's mind's blown at this point in time.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Like I said the other day, we have to start almost twisting things around a little bit, because one of us, if not maybe more than one of us, is a traitor. And it's so hard because
it's so hard now because it's like
three of you are.
I was thinking that was Michael, and I'll be honest, I thought Kath as opposed to Catherine.
And then Michael, I'm in because I know I'm not.
But that's, I get it now. Like, it's so down the middle, isn't it? When
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you there. There'll be more time for discussions after we go to the vote whether to end the bench again. So if you could each put privately to chat, if you have not done so, whether you wish to end the game now or to banish again.
It's now time to reveal the results of the first Fire of Truth. Remember, if one person votes to banish again, then it will go to a banishment. Red fire means banish again. Green fire means end the game. Lisa. Sarah. Mike. Kath. David. Lisa.
Right, so there was a unanimous decision there to banish again. I will sort out my sound problem Costume dying.
Okay, so we all chose to banish.
So was that everybody who chose to banish there? Because all I got was Kath and Lisa.
No, he did the flashes.
One after the other.
So yeah, we all chose to banish. So we said obviously to have a chat now. So
it's obvious that we're going to banish because we haven't got a traitor out.
Exactly. This is just so hard, isn't it? I mean,
Really hard. Because you know what though, and obviously I know he's watching Dougie when he left. And I can't wait to catch up everyone that's watching us here as well here, by the way. But when Dougie made that comment about it being she and all the rest of it, like I don't know, I can't decide if it was a genuine slip of the tongue, because like Kat said, he knew he was leaving his speech in that band, but then I don't know, just the way he said her or she or whatever it was, it just was
never catch
like
her.
that. It was like that. It wasn't just, I don't know.
It wasn't like a...
That's why it makes it feel like it's still a female, and that's, I don't know if that's a double he's looking after a trait, and it's 100% not me.
But the other way of looking at, in fairness, he knew how it was looking from the chat. Is a bit like poor Sharon tonight knew how it was looking from the chat. So I've already written my goodbye speech this year. So I've done it because I want to have.
Why would you do that?
Because I've.
So you do it as you did it the other night. You had us in tears.
You have me bawling.
I want to say thank you, but I want to do it properly. And if I don't write it down,
don't go
I'm going to get too emotional. So I've written it down.
But then that makes me think, are you a traitor now because you've done your speech? Oh.
And that's fine. If you want to vote me out, I just had a ball, and I've really enjoyed it. And it's just, I wanted to say what I wanted to say. But what I'm trying to say at this time is he had the chance to prepare for his exit. Like, we all know we're leaving tonight. It's not going to come as a shock. We all know we're leaving tonight.
But I don't know, did Dougie, I know Dougie was like, oh, I'm going. And he obviously, got a bit up hyped about things and emotions were high and stuff. But there was still a potential. Oh?
None to hear we said.
I thought you'd gone. He's gone again. There was still a potential that he was going to stay. And that's why I thought he had his speech planned and he knew what he was doing. But I can't help but think, I don't know. Honestly, my mind's went a million miles an hour with stuff.
Dougie, when we were just having the chat, we'd not even got to vote him out, and he literally gave it away because he went, "Oh, here's my parting gift," and we were like, "Well, we've not even voted you yet." So, I don't know now.
Okay. But sorry. Where's my?
It's now time to vote. Let's see who is the first person to be banished in the Fire of Truth.
Reggie, we've not even had a chat.
This is fatal. It's not a day in the park. Okay.
Oh, we didn't really have much chat then, did we?
David?
Oh, you're joking!
We're starting. Who are you voting for?
Joking.
And why?
Who's David?
I just don't know though. I feel horrendous, actually. Horrendous.
I need an answer, please.
I know, I'm just so undecided. The Dougie thing's thrown us, and I just think it's so lovely. And Kath, I voted you, but I feel really bad.
Okay. Lisa, we're coming to you next.
Oh, I have chosen Kath, but I don't. It's just because of the speech. You wrote the speech, and then.
I've got it ready.
But then you counted yourself out, and I don't.
Okay.
No.
Mike, who's going for the season?
For the same reasons with the speech, and I went for Kath too.
Okay. The Kath, you will be leaving the competition. Sarah, will that make some difference? Who are you going for the season?
I went for Kath based on the Dougie thing, because I don't think, Dougie, you're a good actor if that was a slip up.
Okay, and then finally Kath.
It's a bit irrelevant, but because I got the most right on the questions before, I voted Mike, because that's who most of them fitted when I was doing the answers.
Okay. So, unfortunately, you have been banished, and therefore your time on the game is over. If you could please reveal to the group before you leave, are you faithful? Are you a traitor?
As I said, I've done speech, and so I don't get emotional. I've decided that this year I was going to be brave. Joining this was definitely out of my comfort zone, and I've enjoyed most of it. In life, we go through difficult chapters. Recently, as a family, we've experienced the death of my husband, the kid's dad, and the death of my dad. So, I've always been a role for somebody else. Daughter, wife, mum, whatever. This was just for me. Thank you for showing me that I'm enough. So to conclude, I have kept 2 secrets from you. In 50 days, I retire from the police.
Oh!
And the second one is, I'm a faithful.
Kath.
So, unfortunately,
I don't know.
that is the end of the routine. Thank you so much.
I can't believe that. We've got so much action on.
Keep in touch, keep in touch.
Catch up on.
We love you.
Love Kath.
Okay,
Oh, God.
the final 4.
That was hard.
I now need to again definitely whether you wish to end the game or banish the game until I've had all 4 votes.
Oh, God.
She was in your line of work, David.
That's what I was saying. She's in
I
your.
can't believe that.
Oh, she
Hey.
retires in 50 days. She was
I
faithful.
can't believe it.
I know, come on, Morse.
Hello.
Okay, David and Sarah, I'm to you. Okay, and finally Sarah.
Hurry up, Sarah.
Thank
I'm
you.
doing it, man.
I have now seen all 4 votes. I will restart the file and hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Mike, we're going to start with you, alright?
It's now time for the second fire of truth. Once again, if anybody votes to banish again, then we will head to a banishment. Lisa. Sarah. David. Mike.
You have a little bit more time. And then we will head to the next vote.
So more
Right.
time and then vote.
Right, yous. Honestly, one of yous 3 is a traitor, and
Yeah.
I actually think the world of yous. We've had such a good laugh, but we've had to play on. There's someone here that has played an amazing game.
Yeah,
and
there is.
He is. I don't know.
The only thing
Mike, you're usually quite chatty. You've been very quiet. What are you thinking?
I'm just tired now with this game. It's just been going on and on and on and on. So, I feel like we're all faithful now. That's the reason why I said that. And we put that in the chat quite a couple of times. These all have said that what if this is a red herring from Dougie, and Kyle and Dougie are both watching us all laughing at each other. You know, battling for who the last traitor could be, and there might not be another traitor left.
the thing is, I just feel there has to be a traitor amongst us, and I know it's not me.
Totally. I think it has to be.
The only thing I've got now, Mike, is that you voted to end the game.
Yes,
So
I did.
that makes you a little bit, and based on what Kath said, and Kath obviously has just left and voted you, and she scored quite high, so that's in my head now. But I don't want to believe it's any of yours, but I don't believe that we can all be faithful. I don't think we'd have a final if we were all faithful.
I agree.
I can't see. I mean, I
can't put my finger on any of yous. I know myself, I am not a traitor, so.
Okay. I'm gonna end the discussion there. You must now vote privately who you think is the traitor. I'll come around one at a time again. Okay. Sarah, we're gonna come to you first. Who are you voting for this evening?
Do think, because everyone else that's gone out have been faithful, I do think there's a traitor among us. And based on, Kath got a very high score there. She got a very high score on Mike, and I think we'd be foolish to end the game. So I've gone with Mike.
Okay. Lisa, we're coming to you next. Who are you voting for?
A bit like Sarah just said, the fact where Catherine scored so high and Kath thought it was Mike, and then Kath was faithful. I have gone Mike, and the fact that Mike voted green just then.
Okay. So David, if you now choose to vote Mike, who are you voting for?
I don't know. I haven't got a traitor out yet, so I don't understand why you would not why you wouldn't carry on with the game. And you're a little bit more quiet, but I think you're a mint lad. But I think you're a traitor.
Okay. And finally, Mike, who are you voting for this evening and why?
Listen, mine doesn't matter. It's just the name out of the hat. Just with Sarah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mike. Now, before you leave the game this evening, you must reveal to everybody your role.
Okay, so guys, I've had an absolutely lovely time. I've had a blast with every single one of you. It's been absolutely incredible. I've loved working with every single one of you. And I've been really sad, to see all these faithfuls like help it go. I'm a traitor.
You are a traitor.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Mike, you bloody sneaky bang!
Yo, I'm not being funny, but you're totally giving away the night. Is he gone?
Yeah, he's
Mike.
gone.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone.
That was a bit ruthless, Kyle. I didn't spoke to him.
There are 3 players left. Is this the Holy Trinity, or is there still treachery in your trio? You must now once again put into chat whether you wish to end the game or whether you wish to challenge again.
Oh my god, you two. Oh my freaking god. I knew it.
Oh, come on, Dave. We've caught the traitor. It's obvious. We've caught the traitor.
Honestly, why was he so quiet though?
I don't know. I probably got to him.
Mike?
Yeah?
Okay.
That's why he started looking suspicious to me, because he went really
David,
quiet.
I'm still waiting for your vote.
What?
I'm still waiting for your vote.
Oh.
It's now time for another Fire of Truth. Let's see if they vote to banish again, or whether they decide to end the game unanimously. David. Lisa.
Because I believe that David and Sarah are faithful.
David, why have you chosen?
Because I believe that Sarah and Lisa are faithful.
And finally, Sarah, why have you chosen?
The same. I believe David and Lisa are faithful.
Okay. We're now going to reveal roles. Lisa, what are you?
So, David and Sarah, we have had an absolute cracking time. And I am faithful!
Oh my god, I thought you were going to say your traitor then.
Okay. Sarah, are you a faithful? Sarah, are you a faithful?
Oh, this is for me. Right, I've absolutely loved it. You're all great. I've had such a good time. I don't know whether anybody noticed though my mermaid pen that I've been using, but lucky for you, I am a faithful.
That bloody pen!
So
I'm a faithful.
David, please reveal to the group. Are you faithful? Are you traitor?
He's gone.
Oh!
I am so sorry.
You are joking me. No.
David.
I was a traitor since day 2.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Lisa, Sarah, you have made it this far. You have fallen at the final. David was
Still love you.
I don't love you anymore. Oh my God.
So, David, look, incredible day. You have lied. That was your celebratory pirate exit. How does it feel to be the winner of the first series of the
Do you know what? It feels bittersweet. Like everybody who's like watching this, like Lisa, Sarah, Michael, Kath in the end, like genuine, that was like upsetting. Like it's horrible. Like I've lost my dad a few years ago, and she's obviously comedy. She's but it does feel like this is the aim of the game, isn't it? Like you've got to beat the sequel, you've got to have a laugh along the way. Debbie, Dougie, Ethan, Michael, my fellow traitors, like what a brilliant ride we've had. Like if it wasn't for you recruiting as Debbie and Dougie from the start, I wouldn't be here. Just such a laugh. I just hope that like Lisa and Sarah are going to forgive us, and this is what it's all about, isn't it? Just pushing your comfort zone, stepping outside of that box. Like I'm not used to being on the dark side. It's obviously the opposite side with my job, and what a laugh we've all had. It's just been absolutely epic. And Kyle, you have done an amazing job from start to finish. You've wound everybody up, you've put the twists, the turns in, like you've made everybody second guess each other. But absolutely at the end of this, there's nothing personal. It's been a laugh. Like it's not serious, it's just a bit of fun. So yeah, I've had a right good laugh at the end, and thank you for my fellow traitors for not throwing us under the bus as well. Like literally, there's been so many times where I've thought like they're going to totally throw us under the bus here, and they just actually haven't. Even when Debbie got kicked out, Debbie recruited me like 2 days earlier, and she voted Michael off, and she was like, he's playing a good game. Well, at that point, he wasn't even recruited. So yeah, it's just been absolutely mint. I've had a great time. I've met some mint people. Few shout outs, Dougie and Debbie, obviously, I've spoken to you. Mark, obviously you got like kicked out randomly. That was a bit shit. What happened to you? Catherine Powell, love you. Chloe, honestly, your confidence has grown so much, and you can see it. I'm gonna like think bad because I haven't like mentioned certain people, but Rhiannon as well. Like I thought you were lovely as well. We spoke at the very start. So yeah, just everybody who's been involved in this game, absolutely credit to you all. Feel so bad on Lisa and Sarah though.
Hey,
Oh,
David,
Catherine.
you bloody
Hello everybody!
Feel free to start with
Let's do it, Cassie Cow! Alright, hello everybody. Can't see you all.
It won't let me put my camera on.
Like camera's disabled.
I can't put my camera on.
I've done some of yours on if you haven't.
Oh, how do you change the view? I can't see everybody. Good. Good. Obviously, we had to like wait. Oh my God, Diana. You wanted me.
Well done. Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah.
David, I'm
real
so
thing.
not your friend. I can't believe it. I can't actually believe it.
That's why I'll sacrifice myself.
This whole caravan
I'll sacrifice for a reason.
Thank you, Mike. Mike, you dodgy as well.